I was going to try to make a very helpful creative video today talking about brain fog and how to create things whenever you have brain fog, but honestly, my brain fog personally is so bad today that I'm having trouble talking. It's that bad even right now. My head pressure is horrible and I'm just having trouble thinking and I'm having trouble speaking. I'm really frustrated and I don't really know what to do. I hate having this. I hate feeling so dizzy all the time. Brain fog sucks. Anyone who has it knows it, and we all deal with it in different ways, but one thing that it has in common is it ruins our day and makes it so that we can't do the things that we want to do, and basically our to-do list is completely out the window because our brain is basically on fire. I deal with this very often. I'm actually having brain fog right now. It's pretty severe and I'm having a little bit of trouble talking, so this video might be a train wreck, but better experience it in the moment, right? If you don't know what brain fog is, it's basically, well, for me, I feel very dizzy and I feel like I can't understand very well what people are saying to me, and I feel like there's this like wall of like pain between my brain and my eyes, and it's hard for me to concentrate. That's what it feels like to me. It might feel different to someone else, you know, all symptoms are different, but the main thing is that it makes it so I can't do what I want to do on that day. If I wanted to write or I wanted to record a video or wanted to draw, it makes it 10 times harder to do anything that I want to do, and it's so frustrating. It makes me cry and have panic attacks regularly because it's so horrible, to be honest, and I am just fed up with it. I hate having this. I wish that I didn't have it, and I want to not feel like this. That's what I want. But I can't do anything about it, and the only thing that people like me can do is cope. And I do have a few tips to help you cope if you have brain fog and you also still want to be creative, because brain fog for me just kind of shuts down any kind of creativity and makes it hard for me to think through things and plan out things, and that's so difficult for me because I draw and I write and I make videos, and they all require a lot of planning, and it's horrible whenever I have brain fog because basically it's like my brain is like, nope, you can't do anything you want to do today because I said so, and it gives me a horrible amount of pain, and it's horrible. I do have some tips for people who struggle with this, who want to still create things when they have brain fog, because I know that sometimes you can't wait on the brain fog to go away. Sometimes it just doesn't go away, and that, you know, that's the worst case scenario. But I have a few tips for people who still want to create when they have brain fog, and hopefully this will help you a little bit. There are basically 2 tips. So the first tip is to pick one thing to work on. Only one thing. Don't pick a whole project. Don't pick like 5 or 6 things to do on your to-do list. Pick one thing on your to-do list and try to do that. The key word is try, not actually complete, because it's okay if you start doing something when you have brain fog and then suddenly realize that you actually aren't able to do it that day. That's kind of what brain fog does to you. It kind of screws up your whole day. It's fine to have to like readjust and be like, okay, well, I tried to do that thing. I tried to write for 15 minutes. I tried to draw a little bit, but I can't. And that's perfectly fine as long as you tried to do it, because trying is the important thing, not necessarily finishing. Trying, because if you don't try at all, then it's hard to do anything. Like today, I have horrible brain fog. Horrible. Like my head is literally killing me right now, and I feel like I'm cross-eyed. But I promised myself that I would at least write down the outline for this video so that I could have it to record a certain day, and I decided to record this day because I'm uploading every day and that's a horrible idea for me, but I needed like an outline for my videos, so I decided that I would at least write that down if I didn't do anything else creative today, and I did it, and it's right here, and I just did some notes, made some notes on it, and I felt really good about that, even though I had very, very severe brain fog while I was doing it. So just pick one thing and don't feel bad if you can't complete it. It's totally fine. You need to not feel bad if you can't complete it, because it's not your fault. It's your brain that's screwing up your whole day. It's not you. You're not lazy for having brain fog. It's completely your brain just kind of fighting you and messing up your whole day, and it's not your fault. Honestly, if you feel guilty, like, don't, because it's literally not you as a person, it's your brain. It's basically your body being your antagonist, and that is not your fault, because no one wants their body to act like that. My second tip is don't do the hard thing, do the easy thing. So whenever you're planning on being creative today, whenever you have brain fog, whenever you're trying to create something with brain fog, do not do the hardest thing of the project to try to do while you have brain fog. Wait till the brain fog goes away before you start trying to like do this masterpiece drawing or do like a 40-minute podcast or whatever. Like, if you have a project, pick the smallest part of that project to do. Like, if you have a drawing, maybe do some like thumbnail sketches that aren't really detailed, just do like a little bit thumbnail sketches or something, or write out ideas of what you would want the picture to look like. Don't go into the really big, really hard part of the drawing if you have brain fog. And if you do, be willing to tell yourself that you can't do it that day and you might need to reset tomorrow and try again. When you have brain fog, at least for me, everything seems impossible. It seems impossible for me to get anything done at all. It's very emotional. I have brain fog about 90% of the time, or like 99% of the time, and then 10% of the time it's like 100 times worse, and I have to like deal with it whenever it's worse and then whenever it's better, and I wish that it would just go away completely, but it hasn't. So yeah, I just have to deal with it. To be honest, I'm not that good at dealing with it. I get really emotional whenever it happens, and I have a hard time planning out my day, and then I end up just watching YouTube all day or Netflix because I feel so horrible about myself for losing an entire day because I felt so horrible and anxious, whenever in fact it wasn't my fault. An entire day to just kind of rewind and like gather your thoughts and kind of plan out for a more productive day the next day. That's totally fine, because everyone needs breaks, and people with brain fog just need them more often because our brain is literally fighting us. You're literally fighting your brain. Like, your brain is telling you to sit down and watch mindless stuff and do nothing because you feel horrible, and sometimes you need to do that, and that's totally fine. If you feel horrible, take a break. Don't work on your creative project if you feel horrible. That's totally fine. You're not lazy. You're taking care of yourself, and taking care of yourself is very, very important. I would suggest at least trying to start your project, at least trying to do a tiny bit of it, so that at least you know that you tried. Knowing that I tried it some days makes my whole day, because I know that at least I tried to do it, so it's not my fault. I'm not making this up, and I actually do feel horrible. I know it seems obvious, but that helps me a little bit. It's basically the video. This is kind of long, and I don't really know why I made it so long, but I just am fed up with my brain fog, and I'm sure other people are too. I make like 90% of my videos while I have brain fog, which isn't that good of an idea, but if I can make videos every day, you can do way more than me, because brain fog doesn't need to stop you. But yeah, that's basically the whole video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe, because I upload every day art and storytelling and creative kind of videos. So if you like that, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!